am your host, the internet champion, Long Island IC, Zack Ryder.
Newsflash, Zack Ryder's fucking dead. My name is Matt fucking Cardona.
For the most part in his WWE career, he was considered an afterthought. Then the pandemic hit and due to the so-called budget cuts, Matt Cardona was released. He wanted to do something different, something no WWE release has ever done, and he wanted to create a buzz around his name, and so he did. This is the reinvention of Matt the Deathmatch King Cardona.
I love you! I love you! Mwah!
Just a few months after leaving WWE, he appeared on AEW Dynamite along with Cody Rhodes, and he had a 5 appearance deal with AEW and then he left AEW. Now I was like, why the hell is in AEW? He doesn't fit there, and I just wanted Matt Cardona to be on Impact, and so he did. He debuted for Impact, defeated Ace Austin in his Impact Wrestling debut, had a feud with Brian Myers, who was the former tag team partner of Matt Cardona in WWE. And all this was going on, Matt Cardona just surprised everyone with this move. He went to GCW, which is Game Changer Wrestling by the way, and challenged the GCW champion Nick Cage. Now if you guys don't know about Nick Cage, just know this, that Nick Cage is one of the most violent deathmatch wrestlers in the world of professional wrestling. Just go and watch his Dark Side of the Ring documentary. An entire episode has been dedicated to Nick Cage. On a GCW show, Nick Cage defended his GCW world title, and then he was confronted by a hooded figure who many assumed to be Jon Moxley, because Nick Cage and Jon Moxley had a feud, and this hooded figure hit a paradigm shift, which is the finishing move of Jon Moxley on Nick Cage. But surprise, surprise, it was Matt Cardona. To say that this was met with a vocal reaction would be just an understatement. I mean, the GCW fans showered Cardona with boos and derogatory chants, and Matt Cardona was not shy either. He flipped off the crowd as he made his way to the back. In just one night, Matt Cardona became the most hated man in GCW. And deathmatch wrestling was surely a new territory for Matt Cardona, but he accepted that challenge. And if you want to create buzz around your name in pro wrestling, do something different. That was the motto of Matt Cardona. He went to GCW, challenged Nick Cage, and fought Nick Cage in a violent death match and won the GCW world title. And he just shocked everybody by winning the GCW title, and he crowned himself the title, the Deathmatch King. It was a holy shit moment for GCW fans, and his GCW run was just beginning. He rocked the indies with his GCW world title win. Cardona had multiple defenses with that GCW title before he dropped it to Jon Moxley. He was also involved in title feuds in Impact with Moose and Big Cass. Now he goes by W. Morrissey. Matt Cardona also became the NWA World Champion by defeating Trevor Murdoch. And just so you know, the NWA World title has a history of Hall of Famers holding that title. It has some prestige behind it, and Matt Cardona is currently holding that title. He also became the Impact Digital Media Champion and has been defending that title all around the indies representing Impact Wrestling, and he recently defended it against Jordan Grace. After leaving WWE, Matt Cardona has been an absolute genius. He has created this aura for himself now. He creates amazing buzz around the social media, which makes the feuds even more personal. He has created this character where he loves WWE and thanks Vince McMahon for everything, and doubles down his love for WWE in his podcast as well. This pisses off indie fans because they expect loyalty in the promotion a wrestler is working on. And recently at a GCW show, when he was about to face Joey Janela, Matt Cardona entered the ring with Sandman's theme, who is a ECW legend. He wore the red flannel and the words "Fuck Mick Foley" were embroidered on the back. Sandman and Mick Foley are legends, deathmatch wrestling legends, and this situation of Matt Cardona wearing a shirt saying "Fuck Mick Foley" was addressed by Mick Foley himself, and he was all praises for Cardona, and he was happy that he has played a small part of Matt Cardona's reinvention.
He's completely reinvented himself, and in doing so has become one of the most enjoyable and valuable assets on the wrestling scene. And knowing I'm playing just a small part in that reinvention, a tiny part, well, that makes me happy.
Matt Cardona has been successful in his plan, creating buzz around his name. He used social media to fuel his push in WWE as the internet champion, and he is using the same social media to create intriguing feuds and the most unexpected matches. I mean, who expected Nick Cage versus Matt Cardona? Nobody. Matt Cardona has been an absolute genius after leaving WWE. He has been. To say he is not would be an understatement. And talking about WWE, Cody Rhodes may return to WWE after leaving AEW. So watch this video for a timeline of Cody Rhodes' career in AEW from 2019 to 2022. I'll see you guys in the next one.